Hello and welcome to Wolvox ERP new stock record training video on Akinsoft. You can record all selling and purchasing products as well as production of raw materials from this module. Start with clicking on New Stock Record from Stock module. As a first step, fill in a stock name. If on international invoices different term is being used for a stock name, you may define it from global name field. Then define stock code manually or automatically. You may prefer program to assign code automatically. Simply use admin, settings, general settings, and from stock settings, select generate stock code automatically. Depending on your preference, group, middle group, and subgroup can be defined. Click on the button next to the group field. On newly opened page, define a stock group name and, if necessary, its explanation. Select Seen on Website if you use our e-commerce program. Save record and press F5 to define middle group in the same way. The next step is defining barcode. Fill in the field manually or use stock settings placed on admin settings and select generate stock barcode automatically. Define custom codes for easier inquiry results on program filtering sections. You may add any comment about stock from explanation field. Use tax rate section for recording stock buying and selling value-added tax. Special consumption tax, SCT, and special communication tax, SC tax. Recorded amounts in these fields will be considered on modules such as delivery and invoice. If you select upon communication value-added tax law, while invoicing program will use 85 number Turkish communication law regarding operator and its vendors tax calculation procedures. Use due day for defining due on modules such as invoice and delivery. Select use forex account if you use foreign currencies while selling or purchasing stock. You can set one as default. You may define marketer premium rate or amount for related stock. Also, please note that if you define premium rate field, marketer premium amount wouldn't be considered. Assign image for stock from this button and browse image. Use middle button for displaying image in original size, and third one to remove it. You can assign stock image from webcam device as well. From Unit Barcode tab, define units such as kilogram, meter, and etc. Even if you sell vegetables in bulk or anything in packs, you may define units from here. Let's define one now. To do this, first we should define a stock name as instance battery. In each pack we have 4 pieces, so our basic unit would be piece. And on other items part, we should type our newly establishing unit name, which here will be pack. And as coefficient field, we will type 4. Transaction field remains as multiplication. So this means that 4 pieces of battery builds up 1 pack. Use the same logic to define other units. The second mathematical transaction is division. So this means that 4 pieces builds up 1 pack. On default unit field, select the unit you use the most for this stock. Use net and gross unit rate for defining formulas placed at admin. You may get detailed information about this part from formula defining video. From additional barcode section, you can define different barcodes for the same stock. This can be used for distinguishing individual sales from ones in pack. Or if you're purchasing a stock barcode chains, you don't need to define new one. Simply define new barcode from this section. On Prices tab, you have opportunity to define unlimited prices for stock. Click on Transfer Default Price Definitions placed at lower part of window. Select Monetary Unit, then define sale and purchase price. For example, sale price number 1 can be 90, and sale price number 2 can be 100. We should do the same for purchase price. On the other hand, for automatically transferring prices, we can define default prices. Click on Price Definitions placed on Stock module. Click on Auto Transfer button to transfer purchase and sale prices. You can select price which you prefer to modify it and define new name from definition field. In the case that you prefer to update this modification on previous stock cards, click on button next to definition field, select monetary and update. You can define barcode for stock price. So while you read barcode on invoice, stock price will come up automatically. Defined unit price will be valid for the field. If you prefer program defines stock sale price upon your desired profit rate, the only thing you have to do is defining related fields. For wholesale price field, let's type purchase in source price. For source price now let's type 1 and profit margin 30%. If you desire program show you price window, use admin, user customization, custom settings, invoice settings, on purchase invoice tab, select show sale price window. Furthermore, if you select add what or additional cost to purchase price, program will calculate profit after adding this cost. From Force tab statistics, you can have some statistical data. Select monitor unit and click on calculate statistics. From Warehouse tab, you can monitor selected stock amount in warehouses. Only click on show balance. Let's explore custom settings tab. From discount section, define purchase and sale discount rate. Please note that if you want program to apply these discounts automatically for sale or purchase invoices, on invoice settings, select stock for source discount on sale invoice tab and do the same for purchase invoice. For stock balance, you can record one of warning types upon out of limit or negative balances. You may define appropriate stock limits from front section. For the time that you have negative stock amount and you don't want program allows you to sell stock, from admin, stock settings, select in stock limit controls don't allow transaction of minus stock amount. You can define your stock quality and producer company from fields. Define warehouse which would be used for this stock as default. This selection would be valid only for this stock, not for all of them. On other modules, you can select warehouse manually as well. On cash register, if we have VAT departments, such as VAT 1% department number 1, VAT 8% department number 2, on a stock card, we should select product VAT belongs to which department of cash register. With the splitting party selection, you have opportunity to sell products in breakdown sections after production finished. You will get detailed information about this section on videos related to serial lot. Now let's explain add to order list. If I fill blank fields with numbers, it means that when the quantity of the stock is less than 30, add shifted to order list. E-commerce section is used for defining product features and product photo to be seen on web upon your desire. You can define HTML code from Future Details window. On Custom Definitions tab, you can define any field about stock features that previously hasn't been defined. Click on Settings, define category name and data type. From Suppliers tab, you can define supplier of this stock. You can define potential suppliers as well. To add supplier, click on button and find supplier from client's list. You should previously define supplier from new client card record or define one from here. You can also assign a stock code for selected supplier. This is for controlling. Finally, from supply time button, you can define supplying time, which would be used on MRP module. From quality control tab, you can define some quality measures. This part would be shown on MRP module. From last tab, inventory, you can monitor and track inventory data upon amounts or other units. If you are using branch system, you can get total inventory as well as branch base. You can enter a stock transfer from its button by selecting warehouse. That's all for me today. This recording has been brought to you by the Akinsoft. To find out more and to access video scripts, visit our website at www.akinsoft.com. Thank you.